Questions?
I guess just can you take us into the huddle maybe with maybe 2.5 minutes left and you guys are down still? You know, you come out and hit the 2 threes in a row. JP gets one to go. It seemed like you guys came out with a lot of energy out of the huddle.
All right. Well, we started the half off, I think, down 9 to begin with. So we just played by each 4-minute war. We take it one at a time. And each war, TV timeout, we kept chipping away. So, you know, that was pretty much the emphasis of our huddles, you know, just keep chipping. You know, we knew it was going to be a long fight. So we couldn't rush into it. We had to be patient and keep doing what we did. And I think, you know, it turned out to be well for us.
You guys had a pretty long scoring drought there in the first half, and I think Creighton made up a 9-0 run that time. How were you able to bounce back after that?
We just stayed composed. We, you know, couldn't let that get to us, especially playing at their spot. You know, there's going to be runs, and when there's runs, the crowd's going to get involved and stuff like that. So we just got to look at the bigger picture. You know, look at the score. We're not down 20, nothing like that. So I think we just stayed composed and just stayed focused on what we were supposed to do.
And then in the second half, you guys kind of blew the doors open. You guys, you won the second half by about 15 points. What came together in the locker room for you guys just to come out and kind of punch them in the mouth?
Like I said, Coach just said, you know, stay with it, stay together. It's a tale of 2 halves. So we knew that the game wasn't over, and we all had the utmost confidence that we were going to come back and, you know, compete for the win.
How big was it for you to get a couple to go early and kind of settle into a rhythm here in a hostile environment in a game that you guys needed to win?
I felt like it was big for the team, you know, knowing that Ed's out, somebody had to step up, and I feel like it was my job as a backup point guard to come step up. But I got to give that credit to my team, Trey and JP and Kaiser and, you know, the post, having people collapse on them and open me up for the 3.
How much confidence do you guys have in him to run the show now?
A lot of confidence. I mean, in practice, he shows us that he can handle that role. And, I mean, until Ed went down, he was competing against him every day. And, you know, that's an NBA prospect right there. So, I mean, we had the full utmost confidence in Q.
I don't know if they asked you about it, but could you just describe what happened in the final minute or so? Have you ever been a part of a finish like that, which just seemed you had chances and they had chances, just kind of went back and forth there?
Right. I mean, I feel like we was in that situation last game. And so, you know, there was nothing new to us. And I think we're in that same situation with them when we played them at home. And so we just wanted the outcome to be different. And I think, like I said earlier, we just stayed poised. We stayed with it. And we didn't play with any nervousness. I told the guys, you know, this is fun. This is what basketball's all about. We live for this. No pressure. Just go out and have fun. And I think we did well.
Trey, I apologize if you already addressed this, but how was your ankle feeling down the stretch? It looked like in the second half maybe you weren't getting around as well as you were in pregame and in the first half.
I mean, honestly, my ankle's not 100% yet, and I think I let it get stiff a little bit. You know, halftime it just got stiff, and I just tried to loosen that back up. But the trainers are doing a good job, you know, getting me back to 100%.
So was it just, you know, you got hot down the stretch there in a crucial moment? Obviously, was it just moving around in the first half that helped you loosen it back up?
Yeah, and you know, it really helps when you don't even think about it. You know, you concern yourself with the game. You know, you deal with the pain afterwards.
Tyreek.
Last question.
Tyreek, again, I'm sorry if you addressed this already, but how did it feel to have a career night like you did here today?
Oh, it felt great. My first 2 starts for Xavier, I didn't play well in terms of shooting the ball, and then to come out tonight, and I don't think I missed a shot, it felt pretty good. So it's just credit to the guys just having confidence in me to keep finishing and sticking with what I do best.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
No statement or?
Yeah.
First thing I'd say is I'm not used to being here without Piv, you know, and missing me is always really, really good to me. And, you know, anytime you can come to Omaha and get a win, I mean, consider yourself very, very fortunate. We got a really good team. I know that they're, you know, in the same situation we are, where they're operating with new point guards. So in that respect, we were 2 similar teams battling out. I was really, really proud of our guys for not being perfect, but being able to withstand the storm right before the half, and then in the second half, get down by 11 and still have the fortitude to fight back, and made some big-time plays and some big-time shots down the stretch. And just really proud of our guys. Two freshmen played like veterans, and you need that on the road in this conference in order to come away with a W. But consider ourselves fortunate, and now we got to move forward.
Chris, is JP, what happened to JP? Is he all right?
Yeah, I mean, first thing I thought is maybe twisted, but it was just some type of impact, whether somebody's knee hit him. But it's just how that happens when you hit your shin or something. I do it on coffee tables all the time. So, he came out, got it iced up. I'm sure it'll be sore tomorrow, but he won't miss any time.
What does this say about Trayvon to come out again? It looked like he was not moving around as well.
Yeah, it was hard to practice yesterday and the day before. We Trey didn't practice for 2 days, and he just we felt like getting him treatment. He looked good at shoot around this morning. We decided to get up early. We shot from 7:45 to 8:15, and I thought for that early in the morning he was moving around fairly well. And if you can move around that well in the morning, by the time the afternoon comes, you're usually a little bit looser with the ankle. So, it's not 100%, but we're off tomorrow, and hopefully by Wednesday it's a little bit better. Really, really proud of not Trey's scoring and all that stuff. He's become a leader, and our young team at times with Tyreek and Hugh out there, they need it, and see some things in Trey that I haven't seen in 2.5 years. It's really, really exciting.
Yeah, Coach, I think there was at the last media timeout, you could hear your guys' huddle. I mean, I don't know, you guys are shouting probably encouraging words. I imagine Trey was involved in that. What did you notice just from an energy standpoint in that moment of the game?
Well, I think our guys recognized by that point in time, we had fought really hard to make it a tie game or whatever it was in the last what we call 4-minute war. And I tried to refocus them and put their focus on what happened to us at Cintas, where we came out of the last 4 minutes earlier in the year. And same situation. We let Justin Patton get a couple offensive rebound tip-ins. They made a few plays down the stretch. And, I told them, hey, first shot isn't going to beat you. We can't allow a second shot to beat you. And we got to work on inbound. We're a little bit slower, just to be truthful. When it comes to, Edmond, he could just break open and get open like that. So we've got to come up with some ways to inbound the ball against pressure down the stretch and lock in on that. Had we done that, I think we're up 4. Huge turnover. I think it's Foster hit a 3, puts it to 1. If we get fouled, probably have to inbound again, but eventually you would like to think you'd go to a 6-point game. So we have to get better in that area. But I thought our guys thought back to the huddle we had at Cintas with 4 minutes left and fought through a little bit better this time.
You mentioned it a little bit there, but how big was it for Quentin and Tyreek to really get you guys into the game to start? That's not really where it was expecting to come from.
Yeah.
But
huge. Two guys are growing up before our eyes, and to do it in this environment isn't easy. To do it against the type of player Patton is. I thought Tyreek, from the get-go, whether it was offensive rebounding, shot faking, finishing around the basket, rebounding, he looked the part today, and he didn't back down 1 ounce. And our whole league has so much respect for not only Creighton but Justin Patton, the type of player that he is, the shot blocker that he is. And Tyreek went right at him, and then Quentin handled himself really, really well at MSG in the last 5-6 minutes of the game when Edmond went down. And I think, from that point on, he's going to grow through his mistakes, but he's a confident kid, and he keeps attacking, and thought he made some big-time plays down the stretch for us today.
Another game, Chris, where the front court really added a lot of productive minutes for you. For you, was it always just a matter of time for them to figure it out?
I hope so. I think our team, has grown closer because we need everybody. Certain guys are going to maybe score some points, but I think our guys recognize that we have to step up, and that includes our front court. And we also have to give them some opportunities, and they can't just get their opportunities off offensive rebounds and loose balls and things like that. But I think we're gaining confidence. We're getting better at feeding the post and playing off of it, which we weren't very good in the beginning of the year. If we can get that and become more of an inside-out team, then I think we become a more versatile and harder to defend team.
What was the difference from your vantage point in the second half offensively? Why do you think you guys were as efficient as you were?
Well, number one for us, it starts with not turning the ball over, and we did that the entire game except maybe down the stretch. When it was more of ball security and trying to get fouled and go to the free throw line. But when you're talking about possessions, I thought our guys were more patient. I thought we got good ball reversal. The last 4 or 5 minutes, we made some hellacious shots. Trayvon Blewett, JP McCura, they're good players. And, we were able to free them up on a few plays and executed really well, knocked some shots down. And we also got some second chance opportunities. Kaiser Gates getting offensive rebounds. Rashid finished. I mean, I thought, like I said before, total team effort down the stretch.
Going off of that, what was the difference defensively in the second half? Because Creighton shot about 50% from the field, 50% from the three-point range. What was the difference?
Well, and the difference was in the first half we were in some foul trouble. I had to bring out McCura with 3 fouls, and so we had to play a little bit more zone than we would have liked. And when you play here, they seem like they're twice as fast as they normally are. They really pushed the ball up, and for us being a team that hasn't played a whole lot of zone this year, it's hard to quickly get settled into that zone. Advanced passes are happening, guys are shooting threes, and a little bit on the change of defenses that we felt like we had to go to out of necessity. In the second half, we didn't play nearly as much zone. We communicated our switches a lot better because we tried to switch most of their ball screens. And, again, I think sticking primarily with man is what we need to do, our recipe, in order to defeat Creighton.
Results in this sport are kind of fickle, but I mean, the fact that you were able to win 2 down-to-the-wire games with pretty much near flawless late game execution. How much can that help your team going forward, knowing that you see these situations?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of them, and the crazy thing is, I think we can continue to get better, just inbounding the ball, and I think our execution in the half court was tremendous. I mean, the plays that we wanted to run, guys got to their spots. We were strong with the ball. We got the ball where we needed to get. We set good screens. We got really good looks, but those inbounding full court, those type of situations that we're in, we got to get better at that. This year's team has been in so many more close games than last year's team. Last year's team, we played here, we lost by 15, 20 points. We lost almost every game outside of our NCAA tournament game by 6 or 8 points. We only lost 5 during the regular season and Big East tournament, and every win was 5 or 6 points or above. So it's crazy how things work. Our team hasn't been used to that, and so guys like JP McCura and Trayvon Blewett for the first time have to take ownership down the stretch.
This one was obviously huge with keeping you guys in contention for the conference championship. Villanova has the inside track, I guess, still, but can you kind of talk about the dynamic of the rest of the teams?
Yeah, I don't know if they have the inside track. I mean, they play at our place, but what they do have is history that says they're used to winning it. So, until somebody knocks them off, you tip your hat because they've been one of the best teams in the country the last 3 or 4 years. We've all seen it up close and personal. But our guys are very well aware of the standings in this league. And, can't take a night off whether you're home or away. And nobody's taking nights off. We're just losing to good teams and beating some good teams.
And how about what this does for your resume? Do you even care about that, or is that on your radar?
I mean, it's on my radar. I mean, there's a lot of things on my radar, but, so is going to church with my family, and my daughter's volleyball games tomorrow is a lot on my radar. So, but that's in the back of our players' minds. It's not anything that we really discuss, but, with Twitter and all the different things that go out there, it's hard to stop information from coming at you. Thank you.